What's this podcast called?
Stepsister from Planet Weird.
Podcast from Planet Weird.
Oh.
Luck of the Irish. More like freak me in the eyeballs.
I love this movie.
No!
I told you not to bring up prom in this episode.
Oh, you want to talk about prom, mama? Drama-ka-flama, baby. I was nominated for Winner
God damn it!
King.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 6 of Podcast from Planet Weird.
The devil made us do it.
Holding for applause.
Golf claps, everyone. Golf claps.
That's right. This is episode 264. But the first episode of Season 6 of the show.
And I know what we're all wondering. When will the movie be announced? Well, let me tell you. We won't know until Zombies 3 gets announced, which we don't know when.
6 seasons in a movie. Oh, did you see the guy who plays Zed's dad in Zombies?
Dead.
Posted that we should be seeing it in June. He is the only person to have said anything.
He wasn't even in the second movie.
I hope he's not, like, executed for this. I hope he's not, like... It's like Scientology where they come after him.
Paul Hohen has his address.
No, he would never. He would never harm anyone.
He's the guy in the Shrimpy costume.
Maybe he is.
Shrimpy Army Rise Up.
What if it's like Dove Cameron?
What if it's Sophia Carson and Dove Cameron?
On top of each other?
Yeah.
So yes, welcome back to this show. Or welcome to it if you're a Zoey 101 stan. You said, I gotta hear what people have to say about this spring breakup special.
And I just don't care that everyone hates Jamie Lynn. It's valid.
I mean, that's true, but there's other people on the show.
Zack Snyder. Dan Schneider.
On the show?
On the show.
Zack Snyder's Zoey 101.
He's one of the nerds.
We're going to get into Zoey 101 in a minute. This is a weird one for us because it's not necessarily a movie, and it's not even like a TV movie. It's not even an hour long. It was 48 minutes. I fully thought it was an hour. I remember it being long, but that's because of commercials.
Commercials. Did you know that commercials take up time?
Yeah, they do.
Except for this one, because we're sponsored by... No. Imagine if that was a segue into our first ad.
No, hello to the Patreon viewers
Casper
again.
Mattress.
Hope you have enjoyed seeing us. If you want to see us, a video version of this podcast, and you're just listening right now, head over to our Patreon. Link is in the description, and you can see our faces and see what we're wearing today, what our notes look like. Ooh, Juan has a notebook this time.
It's upside down.
Love. But yeah, before we dive into Zoey 101, real quick, how are you? How do you feel about this, the end of 5 years?
The climate.
No, I don't care about no climates, political or just regular. I want to know how you feel about 5 years being done.
Okay, cut the camera. It's been long. Sometimes it feels like none of it existed. Pre-COVID, I don't remember what that used to look like. We should drive to each other's houses.
I mean, I'm at your house right now.
This is a green screen. We're actually 10 feet apart.
Motherfuckers.
5 years. 5 years of no income. 5 years of trying our best. 5 years of me still not getting a Casper mattress sponsorship so I can have a mattress for myself.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we actually have had income thanks to the Anchor supporters.
True. Thank you.
Everyone has moved over to Patreon now.
Thank you. Stans. We love our stans.
By the way, new Muppets show just got announced. Very excited, especially because it's about the Electric Mayhem, and I love, and they deserve a light shone on them. But, it's like, when will Dr. Teeth say something about the Don't Say Gay bill?
Is that better?
I don't know.
When will he? What about Zungagru? What's that little petri dish? What's his name? The professor.
I just want you to say what you had just said once again.
What about Zungagru? I don't know his name.
Okay, so his name is Dr. Bunsen Honeydew.
Oh, God. Zungaguru.
Well, because there's a member of the Electric Mayhem named Zoot, and so I thought maybe you were talking about Zoot. Yeah. He is there.
The Zoot Suit gang.
I hope they speak up about it.
I hope so too.
I hope the Electric Mayhem says, "Hey, this is Dr. Cheese. Hey, man, we're not down with doing this show if we're not saying gay.
You better let my little queer kid play the drums." And then Animal goes crazy.
I love it.
Who's the girl with the big lips?
That's Janice.
Oh, Janice. Janice from another planet.
Janice is bi.
With those lips, I would hope so.
Did I tweet that? Every once in a while, like lately, people have been liking my tweet that I made like years ago about Muppets that are queer. Oh, I said Janice was a lesbian.
Because of Janice Ian.
And I think I stand by it. You know Janice Ian was a singer.
That's Janis Joplin.
No, there's a singer named Janice Ian.
Jackie Jorpjump.
And she had that song like at 17, and that's why Tina Fey named that character Janice Ian. Anyways,
and then there's Jackie Jorpjump.
There is Jackie Jorpjump.
My Twitter name.
Let's go ahead and get into Zoey 101 Spring Breakup.
Spring Break.
Are you ready? Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today?
Okay, so there's obviously no like Wikipedia page just about the episode, right?
Wrong.
You would think.
Wrong.
You would think because it was such a big event. But let's talk about a little bit about just the show for a second.
Because we just have to. We give you the.
I don't know if we'll ever, do another episode about Zoey 101.
No.
So like let's talk about her and her 101 things that she did wrong to Brittany.
Yes.
So, okay, first of all, Zoey 101 is an American comedy drama television series created by Dan Schneider,
Feet,
known Predator, for Nickelodeon, and originally aired from January 9th, 2005 to May 2nd, 2008.
He doesn't own iCarly, right?
Not the new version, he's not, like, on. Mm-hmm. But, like, does he get something from it?
Probably, like... Because it's still has IP, right?
I would imagine that he gets some residual, like, something from that.
Damn it.
I would imagine. I just don't know. Okay, so the show starred, obviously, Jamie Lynn Spears, who...
got pregnant.
Let's just say what we're thinking. She can't act.
She gets mad. Her acting is just... So, you lied.
Chase! Dustin!
Liars!
Nicole! Quinn! Tell me that's not every line in the show.
That's really just her.
That everyone was out acting their asses around her. Like... Everyone was so good. Best actor on the show?
Best actor on the show?
Yeah. Hold on. Who was your favorite character
Quinn.
on Zoey 101?
It had to have been Quinn.
Quinn was without a doubt the best actor on this show.
I was going to tell you, Quinn.
Because...
She believed in Fuzz. In Fizz.
She believed in all of those weird little fucking inventions she had. She's not like that in
Who's the cotton swap girl?
Real life. Stacy also acted her.
Out-acted everyone.
Those were amazing actors. Erin Sanders, who played Quinn... Bisexual queen, by the way. Oh, yeah. But, like,
Leslie.
She did such a great... I said bisexual, and then you said lesbian. Okay. She did such a great job of, like, that, like, nerdy role, and then...
In believing.
In the last season, they, like, did the makeover on her because she was trying to...
Be hot?
We all remember that she was trying to win back Mark Del Figolo.
Not Del Figolo, but European Bigelow.
Her boyfriend, and that was when she and Logan got together, which was the enemies to lovers relationship.
We knew it was going to happen.
A more interesting relationship
than Zoey and Chase.
And that's why we love Quinn. But she did such a good job doing
even Lola Even Lola.
Even Lola, who like did nothing on this show.
Lola did nothing. She was just buying her time for her own show.
These shows were okay. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute about these like just being like vehicles for actors to like get going on these things. But also Erin Sanders went on to be on Big Time Rush, and on that show she plays like a really like eccentric actress, and she's like obsessed with Logan, and it's
another Logan.
It's a very good character, but she's so good at playing those like really eccentric, weird characters.
Dustin, he voiced Aang. Did he?
You're just saying things.
I'd like to believe.
I don't know. I know everyone talks about how he's hot now.
He's all right. He's not hot. Let's say what I'm thinking.
I don't think he did voice.
Okay,
Aang.
his laugh really did throw me for a loop. His little laugh really did throw me for a loop.
Okay, but back to who was your favorite character? Was it Quinn?
Quinn.
Okay, so Quinn.
Quinn and Cotton Swab.
Okay.
Who doesn't
so when I said best acting and that's the same answers for
yeah.
Okay, okay.
The best actor has to be the best character. Okay. They have to be.
I think, okay, let's go through the list here. So Jamie Lynn Spears, we know her. Let me just say.
Pregnant.
She was on All That prior to this. Like, on that newer...
As what, a backup?
No, on that newer version of All That, when it was like the Jack DeSena, the Lisa Foyles, Kyle Sullivan, that cast in the 2000s.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know her.
You didn't have cable at the time, but she was on there. And it's like, okay, this is Britney Spears' little sister, and she's on All That. And so it seems like Dan Schneider just kind of does that, where he's like, okay, Jamie Lynn Spears is going to be on All That. We're going to put her on her own show because she's Britney Spears'...
Which means she has to have talent. There is no Spears in the planet that
They're
doesn't
like,
have
she's
talent.
okay at improv. I'm sure she'll be able to say some lines. We found out that's not true.
That's a false.
And then, Victoria Justice, they were like, okay, we'll throw her on here. Give her and then, like, Drake and Josh, they have Miranda Cosgrove up. He just, like, says... He picks, like, one person...
And then he's like, I like you.
Middle of, like, the show that they're on and says, we're making a spin-off for you. Sam and Cat. That's what he does.
Why?
Because, like, he's really the only one that did that. Like, Nickelodeon, those spin-offs.
Nickelodeon really have,
They didn't really do other spin-offs.
Nickelodeon also chose, like, their legacy people. Like, they had, what's his shitty name? The artist that everyone kind of hates now?
Oh, Butch Hartman.
Yeah, they had, like, all the Butch Hartman shows, right? And then they had all the Dan Schneider shows.
Oh, you know what? I guess there was, like, Planet Sheen. They did some spin-offs. But, like, live action?
Dan Schneider had a monopoly.
It was really just him spinning off. It was like they didn't let anyone else do live actions. House of Anubis, sorry, you don't get any airtime.
Sorry, House of Anubis, but you're from Europe.
Did
you ever finish that?
The show? Yeah. I have never seen it ever. I just know that guy from the Disney Channel games is on it. Anyway.
From Brazil?
No, from Britain.
Okay.
Paul Butcher, who's not the voice of Aang, but he played Dustin, little kid. I mean, hard to judge when he's so small, but he did better than Jamie Lynn, so.
Everyone did better. Those grapes that she eats did better than Jamie Lynn.
I hate I've always hated this opening scene.
We'll talk about it.
Sean Flynn plays Chase. And, okay, so, like, maybe it's, like, nostalgia goggles getting in the way, right? Like I loved Zoey 101 growing up. And, like, I watched reruns into high school, college, but I haven't watched any in a while. And I don't remember it being this. I don't know if it was just the way Chase's lines were written or his acting in this episode, because I don't remember him being like this in other episodes. But the way he delivers some of these lines, it was giving me, like, high school play or, like, high school acting class. Like, not even the high school production of Shrek the Musical. Not even the ones good enough to be in the play, but the ones just in your daily acting class where you're, like, doing scenes. That's what it was giving me. Because he also does that thing of, like, over exaggerating his fear, like when he's like when what's his name, when Michael goes, you send that to Zoey and he goes, well, and that's just played for laughs. But, like, when he's first talking to Michael when they're packing, that was when I was like, why is this acting just, like... When you do, like, a scene with someone and they're like, I don't want to go to that party because Sasha's gonna be there. And she would never dance with a guy like me. Like, it was acting like that. You know what I mean?
I think because that's just his trope that he was trying to be, but I don't
remember it being that annoying.
Well, because now we know that we hate those kinds of people.
Maybe that's what it is.
We hate those kinds of people that are like, I could never be.
I'm just so ugly.
I'm hideous.
So that was Chase. Kristen Herrera played Dana, and that was in the first season before they got rid of her.
Oh, because she got replaced with Lola.
Yes, got replaced with Lola. It was originally like Zoey, Nicole, and Dana, and Quinn, but like those three were the roommates.
What happened to Kristen?
I know that when they did a review on the a reunion on the new All That show that came back like a couple years ago, I know like she was there. Everyone was there except for Alexa Nicholas, who plays Nicole, and we'll talk about that. Or maybe Victoria Justice wasn't also there.
I'd believe it.
I don't know. She's too busy singing somewhere, but, you know. I always loved Dana. She was the bitch.
She was a bad bitch.
She was a bad bitch.
And then remember when Lola came on, she was trying to be a bad bitch?
And maybe that's why they got rid of Dana.
She was just too bitch.
Like, it was, like, talked about it at my school. Like, people would be talking about, like, why do you think they got rid of her? Like, was she too, like, hot for Disney... Or for Nickelodeon? Or
no, because Disney wasn't
too
scared.
Bitchy? Like,
maybe she was.
Was she like older than them?
Maybe she knew about Dan Schneider.
Maybe she got out. But then why? I don't know. Because I feel like
maybe Jamie started beef and she was
might have because that's why Alexa Nicholas left, which we will get to. So we also have Christopher. So Dana is not in this episode. Wish she was. Love her. Prefer her over Lola for sure.
TBH, yeah.
Christopher Massey, who plays Michael.
One of the Massey brothers,
sadly is into crypto and NFT.
I thought you were going to say hard drugs.
No, I saw his Instagram bio says NFTs and crypto.
Yikes.
And that's just no fun for everyone.
That's just no fun.
No fun, but he played Michael. I always liked Michael's character.
Michael? Yeah. Michael was fun.
Remember that episode where he tried to start dripping as a slang term? He would go, that's dripping. But now we're calling everything the drip. Look at that drip. That's what I'm saying. He did that. That was Michael.
Did the term drip come from something?
From Michael.
No. I mean,
it came from him.
I mean, like, did someone sing it?
No, I think it was just, black people, as they do, create.
Do you think a black person...
and then everyone else takes it from them?
True. That's why I don't say, look at my drip. I say, how's the fit?
It would be awful if you did.
Thank you.
They probably started fit, too.
They did. They 100% did. I believe it. I believe that they did. And even if they didn't, I would believe if someone said that they did. The people. Do you think a black person was watching Zoey 101 and said, drip it? And then they said, I'm going to start saying drip. And then it just spiraled out of control.
Do you think they had any people of color on the writing staff?
No. I think he ad-libbed it. I think Michael ad-libbed that.
I think Christopher Massey created Drippin'.
Do we just officially call it and say Drip was created by Christopher
Christopher Massey.
Okay.
Yeah. So he plays Michael. I always love Michael. Michael's fun. Michael and Lisa. Remember he was into that girl Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
We see her at the end of this episode, no?
I don't think we do.
Anyways.
Alexa Nicholas plays Nicole, who is in season 1 and 2. Okay, and then really I think Lola came in. Well, Lola came in season 2. She came in season 2, but she definitely was filling in that spot for Nicole as well. They were getting rid of people left and right.
Do you mean for Herrera? For Kristen?
Yeah, I think she filled in for Dana. Yeah.
Yeah, you said Nicole.
And Nicole.
But Nicole was still on the show.
I know, but I think they were that's what I'm saying is after she left, she also kind of
she like
got
took
more
over
lines, more storylines and stuff.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Alexa Nicholas has been very open about
how much she hates Jamie Lynn.
And that, like, there's something happened on the set, maybe with Dan Schneider or, like, and Jamie Lynn, just that she did not have a good experience on the set.
I'd believe it.
And yeah, like, you know, a week or two ago, Jamie Lynn was, like, talking about Alexa Nicholas in, like, an interview.
About what?
In her book, trying to be like, I didn't, blah, blah, blah. And even Brittany was like, how dare you, like...
Bring in this girl, like...
Yeah, like, how dare you lie and say, like, you did this? And I was like, damn. Imagine having Brittany, like,
defend
on your
you
side like that.
I put that in my bio. It's been found.
Yeah, so in Jamie Lynn's book, she said, I was pretty surprised to see her lying up a storm in there. I recently thought we were fine after she tried to use me in her Zoey 101 music video to make herself look better after I finally came out about what happened to me while on set, / being left out once again during the reunion reboot ploy. To be honest, it took her a while. I'm guessing the pressure from others made her address the issue. I declined her offer. Why now? But I was happy to get an apology finally, so I forgave her. I unfollowed her shortly after because I felt that the whole Britney Spears family situation was deeply saddening, and once again I felt Jamie was being fake. Her reaching out all of a sudden felt insincere. Fast forward to a few days ago, she reaches out to me asking if she could send me a gift, which I thought was super bizarre.
Anthrax.
Which I thought was super bizarre after hearing the day before
tomorrow
her sister unfollowed her. I have no idea what is going on over there with her, but I want absolutely nothing to do with it. Typical move for a bully to play the victim card / gaslight others while straight up lying. I responded to her and said, please do not send me anything and please stop contacting me. She never addressed anything that she mentioned in the book to me personally because she knows everything she is saying is a total lie, and I would have called her out on that, one-on-one. It's sad to see someone not change after all these years. Nothing she said in her book about me actually happened. I wish I could go back in time and tell my 12-year-old self that you are actually extremely lucky to not have a friend like her. You are way better off without her. You don't need toxic people in your life like that, and you deserve better. And that's the truth on that. I don't mind saying all the things I should say for free. So, I don't know what she was saying about her in the book.
This is now the official Jamie Lynn Spears Trash Talk
Britney
podcast.
Spears defends Zoey 101 star Alexa Nicholas, calls Jamie Lynn scum for making money off me.
Scum.
True. This is now the Scumcast. She should have named this book Things I Should Have Said to My Sister and My Sister Alone, but instead I've decided to make a book for profit.
Oh my god. What a long and beautiful title.
Okay, yeah, so I guess Alexa Nicholas had said that that Jamie had bullied her on set. Spreading rumors that she was mean and bitchy and that she smelled bad. Jamie Lynn wrote that Nicholas's bullying accusations against her were for attention since her fame had waned. So that's what she was saying about it.
Says the girl that got pregnant and lost her show.
And then Brittany said, the nerve of you to sell a book now and talk shit, but you're fucking lying just like you lied about Alexa Nicholas. I wish you would take a lie detector test so all these masses of people see you're lying through your teeth about me. I wish the almighty Lord would come down and show this whole world that you're lying and making money off me, you are scum, Jamie Lynn. She said,
God, sit your fat ass down on earth and call her out.
I'm screaming?
Britney Spears brought in God.
I will bring God down here to smite you.
Britney Spears brought God into this.
By the hammer of Thor.
Got into the beef.
Damn. So yes, we love and support Alexa Nicholas. Fuck Jamie Lynn. That's what we'll say on that whole thing. Aaron Sanders.
We're only on the 5th cast member.
Plays Quinn. We love. We already talked about how much we love her. Matthew Underwood plays Logan.
Hot.
We know him because he saved a baby from a fucking burning car or something.
He's hot.
A few years ago. Good for him. And then Victoria Justice played Lola Martinez.
What's
she was
new?
there. Remember at first her thing, because she was an actor in the show. Mm-hmm. Actor within the actor. Her thing was she was always doing accents and wigs and stuff.
Well, yeah, her thing was like, we don't know if you're a real person.
And she was like that mean goth bitch.
Yeah. And then she just became a...
Ah,
I'm joking. I didn't know that I was being fake.
Well, because Nicole was like the boy crazy one. Mm-hmm. And then she kind of became like more like talking about boys too.
Yeah. They
said, we gotta have someone talking about boys.
It has to be the boys.
This show was, like, really horny for a Nickelodeon show. Like, a lot of dating.
Everyone was dating. I mean, iCarly was a little horny, but only for...
I guess all the Nickelodeon... I guess even stuff like Sweet Life on Deck or Sweet Life, they had, like...
Yeah, but
it's like, you're 12.
You're 12.
You think just because you go to this Pacific Coast Academy...
Fairy Our Parents was also kind of horny.
That's a cartoon, though. What cartoon isn't horny, you know?
Trixie Tang.
What isn't
horny?
Okay, but then let's talk about Austin Butler, who came in and played James Garrett just for season 4 when Chase was gone.
Oh, because he quit?
I don't know why he was gone, but remember the whole plot. Let me run down. Remember, everyone, the Chase and Zoey timeline here. So at some point... Chase or Zoe's family is like, we're moving to England, so she goes to school over there, and Chase is still at PCA, and then they switched because they wanted to go be with each other because they like finally admitted their feelings.
And now he's stuck in London because he didn't take his green card.
And he's stuck in London, and then she's back at PCA, and so he just has to like stay there. And I don't know if the actor was, like, busy or what, but, like...
Or Jamie Lynn bullied him, too.
Or, yeah. And then they brought Austin Butler on. And then he was James. And people hated... I hated James. There was, like, a website, I think, about hating James.
We hate James.net.
And maybe I ran it.
I believe.
But, yeah, he was just there. And then, like, they break up, like, right before the finale. And then Chase comes back in the finale.
Yum.
But, so, sorry to what's his name? What's that guy's
Oscar
name?
De Laurentiis.
Austin Butler. He's doing well now. He's about to be in that Elvis movie, but, like, we hate you. Like, we have no reason to like you on the show, because everyone was waiting for so long for these annoying-ass people.
For these annoying can't-act actors.
Chase and Zoey.
To say I love you. Mm-hmm. And that's what the whole plot of this movie is about. Let's talk about it.
First of all, I just want to know what's your history with Zoey 101 in general.
I watched it. Mm-hmm. It was a
like
fever
often?
Dream. Like, I remember watching the first episode and it being like, oh no. It being like, we're girls attending this all-boys school.
We're decorating a urinal.
Yeah, because urinals are for PPs. And then the little key thing, because she kept locking.
She kept losing her key. And so I did that in college. I had one with an S around my neck. It's a lie.
For sexy sugar mommy?
No, for sad.
But I don't remember any of season 4. I remember Spring Breakup. I remember the drama. That was Spring Breakup. I remember people being like,
She didn't get the message! I remember, because, this aired March 10th, 2006.
And then I remember people getting mad because she got pregnant and the show got canceled.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how true that is.
But at this point, I'd like to believe it. Or if
she had finished filming before, but either way. So it aired March 10th, 2006, so that would have been spring of 5th grade. And, I remember, because it's probably aired on a Friday. I remember, the Monday at school being like, she didn't get it! She didn't get the message!
She didn't kiss!
They didn't kiss. She doesn't know.
She doesn't love him.
He can't just simply go tell her.
I can't love him.
He had to say it through a text. He couldn't just go.
He's too shy. He's too shy.
I don't know where your tech mate is, but you need to know this.
Well, because at the end of the episode, he looks at it and he's like,
he said, "Oh no."
Oh no. What an idiot.
Okay, but yes, I did. For my history, yes, as I said, I watched Zoey 101 all the time. I remember the specials, the new episodes, all of that jazz.
Cotton swabs.
Yes, so let's talk about this first scene with Zoey emailing her grandparents on her Pear computer, her Pear laptop.
Her Pear pad. Dear Grandma and Grandpa, I'm a dumb bitch. I gotta be in one of my classes. But don't worry, if you squint, it's kind of like an A. What the hell is it?
Just
and then
because...
and then pan to her eating a single grape.
They just spent so long, and it's not even just that.
This is how all the episodes started now, right? It's her going, like, at a tree...
No.
Typing away in her click-clacking laptop.
It wasn't all of them. Sometimes you would see her, like... They had to establish that, like, at some point there's parents that, like...
Sent their kids away?
Can beat their kids up for making out with boys.
Okay.
At PCA, like, instead of getting good grades.
I gotcha.
Because, we have the show and we're like, there's no parents. This was different for Disney because it was like the first
Disney?
Sorry, Nickelodeon. Because it wasn't it wasn't laugh track.
No, it was like trying to be like a drama.
This was like their Gossip Girl. This was their OC, their One Tree Hill.
But nowhere as good.
But nowhere near. But it had the drama,
The drama.
The drama. But yes, such long shots of her grabbing a grape, eating a grape. But later, I was like, why are they spending so much time when they're putting the suitcases into the car? They spend so long putting those in there. I'm like,
the B-roll of just monotonous shit.
They must have not had time to film some scenes because the B-roll was flying this day.
Like, well, also, okay, there's the B-roll of them in the car.
That driving forever. I'm like, you can cut. We're kids, but we understand that if you do the little whoosh transition that they do on the show, that we know
they just got somewhere.
They traveled.
But they had to show us all the highway. And then
they showed like 3 different shots.
The voiceover.
Yeah.
Where the Quinn always going, yeah. Yeah, guys. Woo!
Well, I was like, does someone like leave their bag? Like, is that why they're focusing on these? And like, because I was like, maybe someone forgets.
Maybe we're supposed to pay attention. Yeah. Maybe we're supposed to count the bags. Count the Z's, Sarah. Count all the Z's.
But it was there for no reason. No. Anyways, so we have Chase and Michael packing, and
you're gonna tell Zoey you love her.
Chase packed cologne, and that's how you know that
he's trying to fuck.
He's serious about this trip.
Him and Zoey are trying to raw dog Logan's dad's house.
Oh my god, they're children. Yeah, and he's like, you should tell Zoey you love her on this romantic trip. All of the Chase and Michael scenes are this scene over and over again. It's why haven't Michael saying, tell her you love her.
Chase going, I can't.
Told you I can't. Next scene.
I don't want to ruin our friendship.
Next scene. You should tell her you love her. I can't.
Next scene. Did you tell her that you loved her?
Poor Michael had like nothing to do in this episode except for just
trying to
motivate Chase.
At some point I would have been like, all right, I'm going to tell Zoey I love her.
just to
see what's up. Just to see what's up.
Just to see if she's into it. I already talked about how I thought Chase's acting was
Carpe Diem. Not real.
Also, the fact that they say, like, this has been mentioned in a couple different episodes, that everyone knows that Chase is in love with Zoey except for Zoey. So why, when Logan walks into the room...
Do they get all hushity-hush?
Do they freak out? Because Logan obviously knows. Everyone at the school knows except for Zoey because...
Isn't Logan also dating someone already? There's a girl in the last scene of the episode, let's call it what it is, and...
Every episode, Zoey or Logan's dating someone.
So why does it matter? What does Chase think Logan is gonna tell?
I guess if anyone would, it would be him.
But good for him. Good for getting rid of that tension.
Anyways, okay. So then why the suitcase is in the limo. We meet Chauncey the butler.
Have you ever ridden in a limo?
Ridden? Yeah.
They're boring.
Yeah, I mean...
I'll say this. Limos are like the Gucci of cars where it's like, I rode in a limo. You do that because you want to feel rich.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I always thought that like there were famous people in them. But I'm like, we're in Arizona.
It's a
just
quinceañera.
kids. It's just kids going to prom.
Yeah, it's a quinceañera.
Logan says there's a surprise after dinner.
Where they have to do it fancy. Did you like their fancy dress? Their early 2000s fancy.
But Logan's dad says, hey, you're actually not here to have a relaxing vacation away from school. You're here to compete on this reality show.
Gender Defenders!
That I create. You're here to do work, and you're not getting paid for it.
And you never signed a waiver.
You never signed a waiver. And spoilers, when the whole... Because this is supposed to be a test. They're just testing it out before they film the actual pilot, right? But when they reveal that, oh, we were recording the whole time, a la Punk'd, a la Candid Camera, they're just supposed to be like, yeah, okay. Like, what if one of them didn't sign?
I would have been like...
Then you're fucked.
And those people, the cameramen, were just the crew. We're literally just the crew from the actual set of Zoey 101.
So that sucks. I'd be like, I'm leaving. I'm not here to do work.
I wasn't your guinea pig. Like, I was not here to do this.
Also, it's just like a battle of the sexes show, and it's like, come on.
Gender Defender sounds a little too Handmaid's Tales for me.
So the winning team gets to compete in the actual first episode. Why would you want that? These kids need to be in school. Why do they care about being on some shitty
Gender
reality
Defenders. Show? This show that is kind of sucks. It's kind of bad.
Sucks.
Like, this is no Amazing Race.
No, it's terrible.
You're running around someone's house.
It was a scavenger hunt and then Aqua Joust.
No, there was one more.
And Makeover a Nerd. That was it.
Bathe a nerd with a hose.
They get the tech mates. This is the coolest thing of the episode.
Oh my god, the color coordinated tech mates.
And they go, it has internet access, text, it's just everything we have
It's a
now.
computer. But
at the time, big for 2006.
Everyone had Zoey got the pink one. Chase got the blue one. Michael got the green one. A la Power Ranger style, everyone had their color. Logan, black. Quinn, orange. Dustin, red. Lola, purple. And Nicole, yeller.
Damn, we really wrote that down.
I paid attention. They reminded me of Power Rangers. I said, are those morphers? It's morphin' time.
That would have been more interesting. But no. We have... So, captains for the teams are Zoey and Chase. Of course. Of course, because that's how we get them alone. And that's how we get to the next scene where Michael is like, this is the perfect time to tell her that you're in love with her. Tell her when you're going over these rules for the game.
And of course, Chase is like, I can't tell her. It's going to ruin our friendship. Well, guess what?
And he says this over a message. He says, if I tell her, I love that no one ever would write out this sentence like this.
Like, okay, Sarah, tell me a scenario that I would probably write down like this. That I shouldn't and would never, but I'm going to do it anyways.
I can't even think of anything good.
Have you told your parents you're queer? I would absolutely never tell my parents that I am a homosexual who likes anal. Mm-hmm. Like, and then I send it to my mom.
That I, Juan...
Stole from my mom's purse.
That I, Juan Jose, you say your whole name. Like, what? If I, Chase Matthews, tell Zoey...
Deschanel.
What the fuck is her last name? Zoey Brooks.
That I love her, it would ruin our friendship because I do love Zoey, but I will never tell her.
Our friendship, the friendship between me, Chase Matthews,
is Zoey Brooks.
Like, what is he doing? And then, of course, it doesn't go to her, or it doesn't go. You know to what's the right funny though? It goes to her. Yeah.
When you look at the little pear pods, why were they not called pear phones?
Pear phones are on iCarly.
That's right.
These were
tech mates.
These were tech mates.
Because you can see the tech mate as they're writing, it looks exactly like the victorious, like
the slap,
the slap
feeling.
Yeah,
homophobic. Have you seen that meme?
No.
No, it's just someone typed over her.
But it's just kind of like that. But then you can see it clearly as he's typing that. It goes.
Oh, feeling heterophobic.
It's you can see it like because it says to Michael. From Chase. So, I don't know who they were trying to fool on this fake text mistake nonsense.
I don't know. So, before he finds out that he sent to the wrong person, we have Quinn inventing her new energy drink.
Frast!
Yes, her new energy drink. And Dustin accidentally drinking some and getting very hyper.
Quinn who says this is all natural because there's none of that chemical or, what's he say, icky stuff? Gross stuff? And bad things. There's no chemicals or bad things in it.
True.
Oh, it only has meth.
And then the next day is where Michael says, I never got a message from you.
Where Michael is in full display of... No. Where Chase is in full display of feet. Mm-hmm. There's feet pics.
Of course.
Of course.
No socks.
There has to be.
Bare feet.
In this Dan Schneider show, there has to be feet.
And so he's like, oh my god, I sent it to Zoey. But it says message unread.
Read receipts always on. Wait, that doesn't mean shit, because literally my phone can be on read receipts and I can just open it and preview it.
Yeah, I guess that's not how TechMates work. Maybe it would just say, like, Chase has messaged you. Open to
on my own flip phone, it used to be like, it just one text message. It wouldn't even tell you from who.
It was a surprise once you opened it up.
And you looked at it and it's just your mom.
So then he's trying to get her TechMate back in the kitchen, but can't get it.
Miss Girl! How hard is it to be like, hey, can I borrow your phone real quick?
Can I borrow your TechMate?
I want to try something cool.
I like the color better. Can we switch forever? Then she sees the sent message on
his.
Doesn't fix anything. And so, then we have the first event where right before Chase is able to steal the TechMate out of her side clip thing that they have. He's able to steal it from there.
And he does...
Erase it. How can you just...
He just deletes the message.
So he just reads it but deletes it.
Yeah, but also, like, how does he not just go, Zoey, you dropped your phone on the ground. Here you go.
He's not a smart man.
He's so
not
stupid.
A smart boy.
So
but then the game starts, and she runs off before he can put it back, and he's like, oh, no.
Literally, as she's running away, I would have been like, Zoey, wait, you dropped your phone.
Thrown it at her.
Yeah, here.
And so they have this scavenger hunt, and
with the wackest, like, riddles. The Riddler didn't write this. Some 4-year-old did.
But at the end, they're supposed to unlock a combination.
Yes.
A locker combination, and the girls send the combination to Zoey and her TechMate. They're like, we can't get to her in time.
Because we're girls. We can never run faster than boys.
Yes, but we're smarter than them, so we have technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the boys end up winning.
Chucks my TechMate through the house.
And when the girls are like, what, did you get our message? Then she's like, no, how could I?
And then Quinn's like, I'm going to call your phone, Zoey. I'll find out where it is.
I'll find the thief. Chase looks very suspicious because he has it and they think he was trying to cheat.
Why the fuck is he not smart enough to literally... I'll always say this. I'm so happy that I'm a great liar.
Oh my god.
Like, I can lie. I've lied to you at least twice today.
Okay, well, I'm so happy that I am honest. And that I would just be like, oh, I said... I don't know, like...
But also, you're mature enough to do that. Chase is an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, if you accidentally send me a text that was supposed to be meant for Frankie and be like, I think Juan...
is ugly.
Don't tell him. But you send it to me.
I do that on purpose all the time.
You do.
I sent it to you and I go, oops, that was for Frankie. But I didn't text him Frankie. I wanted you to see it without really hearing it from me, you know?
Guys, I think the room is just a little crowded. I think everyone should leave, not you.
Yeah, exactly. So Zoey is very mad to the point where she says, honest people don't hide things. Honest people don't hide things. And he goes like, are we still friends? Like, he's like, is this the end of our friendship just because I took your thing? She
said, be honest, did you cheat?
And then she just walks away. When he says, are we still friends? She just walks away. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the best friend you have, Zoey.
Would you get mad at me?
Jamie Lynn, you can't be picking it. Bakers can't be choosers with their friends. You don't have any.
Jamie Lynn, at this point, be lucky if you have anything.
Mm-hmm. The second event at the Nickelodeon Games, is Makeover a Nerd, which is this weird thing where they bring in adult men and for these children to touch.
Babe.
To touch and groom. Very weird.
I will say, they are hot.
I feel like...
These outfits, though, that they put them in, hideous, disgusting, unfashionable.
You know what? Nickelodeon did, not only did they do a lot of have a lot of shirtless scenes, but they did a lot of like big hairy dude gags. They did. I feel like Dan Schneider thinks that like big hairy guys are funny. Body hair is like funny.
But little does he know, I was getting aroused every time.
But then also, you think of Nickelodeon shows, that whole Victorious episode where they go to the beach.
And they get stuck in the cabin.
And all their, like, shirts are off, or they're in, like, bikinis and stuff. And it's like, this was children.
I mean...
Ariana Grande didn't have to be in a bikini.
Ariana Grande could have been in her sweater.
She should have.
She should have been in her
beach.
sweater.
It's just it was weird looking back on that. Anyways.
I mean...
so that event ends in a tie. What are we gonna do?
Whoa! No, it doesn't. The girls win.
Oh, but then it's a tie.
But then it's a tie. Because in this TV show, they never prepared for a scenario where there would be a tiebreaker game.
Oh, no. I guess we have to have these kids beat the shit out of each other in the pool. So they do the aqua joust, the physical challenge.
Because we need to see who's stronger, boys or gals.
That would have been better if they went and competed on Double Dare. They went to Nickelodeon Studios at Universal, Florida.
And competed. I never watched it, so okay.
Oh, slime!
Slime!
There was a physical challenge.
Okay,
you could
physical.
Do a physical challenge. It was a whole thing. But Chase basically lets her win. And it's so dramatic. This was fucking Darth Vader. This was some Star Wars shit. When he slides off. Oh my god.
I swear to God that, like...
That's Jamie Lynn when the Lord comes down.
and beats her ass.
Because Britney called upon them.
When Britney calls God on her pear-pod. Pear-pod?
Her pear phone. But yeah, Chase lets her win. And he's like, I slipped. It's like so obvious that he let her win.
Because he just goes...
I don't... He's shaking his head. Like,
he literally...
I can't do this.
He literally opens up his arms and just falls backwards.
He was Christ the Redeemer and just falling back. Jesus.
Literally.
Literally Jesus. And then when they're having the little, like, barbecue or whatever after where the people are like...
And the DJ...
Everything was filmed. We've hidden cameraed your ass. You guys are on the show.
Where Jamie Lynn Spears is casually eating 3 lobsters. 3?
That was just her...
That was her lunch.
That was just her catering, yeah, for a set. They just forgot to take it out of the shot. But Mandy by the Jonas Brothers is playing in the background.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. I was like, this is slapping.
The
girls technically would have won, let's be real.
Yeah, there was... I mean, the fact that the tech mate, like... They should have, like, redone that because she didn't have her tech mate.
If they were filming the whole time, they got Chase cheating. And you know how I know? Because they didn't remove when he goes, I have a problem! And he's pointing at his boner.
No, but also what I was thinking is when they were saying, like, we filmed everything. I'm like, did they film when he was talking to Michael, like, on the route? Like,
on the route?
When he was saying... When he... Because it's TV, everyone does this when they do, like, when they're typing. And they, like, also say what they're typing, so it's more interesting. When he goes, if I tell Zoey I love her, it's like the mics picks that up, girl. The microphones, the cameras got you.
I mean, if it's supposed to be like an amazing race, they film everything.
This was Big Brother. They filmed in the house, out the house. They saw his feet.
I always was scared of Big Brother because I'm like, do they record him naked? Like, I'm like, what's happening? That's suspicious. I got scared. So
back at PCA, I don't know how much time has gone by, because you know how long it takes for a TV show to
go into air?
To go into air. This has been 40 years. Like, what kind of weird time thing are we living in? Because it seems like it was just last week. They go back to PCA, and, like, they have friends. They're all watching in the lounge. This has to have been, like, towards the end of the semester. That's what I'm thinking. This is before summer. No, I'm like, this is fall. This is the next year? I'm like, that's how long shows take. Fuck, I don't know. But whatever. It's just the pilot. It's just the pilot. I'm not supposed to be thinking of that. It's just the pilot.
Wait, pilots have to be ready with like 10 episodes, right?
But even that doesn't make sense because if you film a pilot and then your pilot gets picked up, then you film the rest of it and it all starts airing weekly, usually. Except for like maybe Glee. I think Glee...
Because you don't air a pilot and then if it fails, you don't get to do the rest, right?
No,
Usually fail a couple.
No, it's... Yeah, you get greenlit for like a certain number of episodes. Your pilot, you make it to sell to the network to be like, here's what we can do. Here's our plan for the rest of the show too. And they'll be like, okay, we'll order 10 episodes.
Yikes. So yeah, this was 2 years later. This
is so long later. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. But then Chase tells Zoey why he took her tech mate. He says, I sent a message to you that you like didn't want you to see. And she said, well, what's the message? Did you say something mean about me?
Yes.
Did you say I'm smelly? Like I said about my co-star, Alexa Nicholas?
Oh my god.
Did you say I'm a bitch? Like I said about my co-star, Alexa Nicholas? And he said, oh god, no.
I'm not a monster. Why would I say that?
I just gave you a low WikiFeed score.
Ew!
But then Chase is about to tell her in person, but then the group interrupts her, him and her, because they're like, we gotta watch
Gender Defenders
show.
is on, and they're all doing that like thing about like, oh, you're on TV, and it's like, yeah. Like, this is so cringe.
Like, they're near LA. It's PCA. Like, I know a lot of them are from, like, out of state. But, like, shouldn't they be used to this by now? I'm sure, like, a lot of kids... Like, remember when Miranda Cosgrove came into the school and she was an actor?
Everyone was like...
Or wait, was that a different show?
No, this was it.
That was it?
She's an actor in the show.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like they should be used to, like, seeing celebrities occasionally come to PCA or, like, students that are also... You know,
anything.
This is like when Kristen Stewart was just like at her high school, but like also was already in like Panic Room and stuff.
Everyone's like, okay, cool. She's here.
Yeah.
She drank a water in the water fountain.
In the 13th year. Anywho, so then he messages her when he's in the lounge. He says, I gotta tell her. You gotta do this, Chase. And you gotta do it.
While she's in the room.
If you're gonna marry her, this has to happen now.
Oh my god.
So he messages her. The message was, it's ... all in caps. I love you. Period.
Imagine sending someone a text, I love you, all caps, period.
The message...
I'm gonna do it right now.
What is this? To Frankie?
The message was...
Maybe Frankie will know it's from Zoey 101.
I hope so.
Maybe they'll send back a text that says... Phone falls into water.
I'm just gonna send him the screen down. Keep talking.
So then, as we all know, the tech mate is not on her hip. Chase realizes, oh my god, it's not with her. She's not reacting to the message. Where's her tech mate? We see that it's back at the fountain. It's vibrating
buzz
to the water, and it shuts off. And some poor janitor later has to clean that out and go, what the fuck?
What is this?
And this feels like a season finale, like a cliffhanger to leave it on, right? Mm-hmm. This was not the season finale. This was not the finale, so this came out in March, and then next month we had a few more episodes. We had 2 more episodes. There was People Auction, which is when the sushi restaurant burns down.
Oh no.
And they have to raise money to rebuild it. And then the season finale was Quinn's Alpaca.
Law.
Which was where... Nothing with Chase and Zoey like happened.
Okay, great.
Quinn got depression, or no, Quinn
got depression.
Quinn's alpaca got depression, leaving her to get depression. Because I get that. When Marty's sad, I'm sad. I don't want my guy to be sad. Anyways, that's how that ends. And even though this isn't a movie, this is a TV special, there's IMDb reviews for it, so let's go ahead and hear some.
Let's hear them. IMDb.
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 So I picked 10. No, sorry, 3. Sorry, 2. I picked a couple. They were like only like 7 of them, and sometimes they were like not great. Like there's one of them that's like right here that just, I don't know, they just like kind of go in for no reason. Like we get it, it's kind of stupid, but like could you have been like, funny? But here we go. This is just Zoey 101 spring breakup, a synopsis. I don't see why people.
Wait, who's it by?
By Moon Mystical.
In what time?
Written in 2006, so literally like when it was airing.
Yeah.
I didn't see why people say it's too short. Okay, so it's not that long. Okay. As time is. But what do you expect from a Nick movie? I mean, they just wanted to make something a little bit longer than an episode, but shorter. Enough for little kids not to get too bored with it. I thought this movie was very good. A nice mixture of romance, humor, and pure teenager stuff. Puts teenage boys and girls on a movie most can relate to, minus the huge house, TV game show, and Tex-Mates.
So none of it.
It has a great colorful cast of characters. Gives us what some teens want, a little bit of humored love.
Humored love.
Shows that real life can be like when you take a boy who loves a girl and takes them both to a spring break vacation together. Absolute trouble.
I thought you were gonna say when real life takes a piss. When you take a piss.
When real life takes a piss on you. All right. I chose. Oh, that was 10 out of 10. I only chose 10 out of 10 ones because they seemed the funniest. This is the best ever. Oh, this is written by Horse Ridden 11.
No, not this.
Also written in 2006. This is the best ever. So good, I spent like $15 on it. It is a great movie. And the DVD is even better. It comes with 2 episodes. I watched it like every other day. I really like the ending of this movie. Annoying? Yes. Dumb? No. I mean...
Annoying? Yes. Dumb? Also yes.
I mean, when I first saw the ending, I thought, alright, he's gonna tell her. Then when I saw the sidekick fall into the fountain, I thought, I would not be that careless with something that expensive. So true. And why doesn't Chase... Why doesn't Chase run out there and grab it? He would know where it is.
Not really.
I guess.
Could be anywhere.
But anyway, overall, it's a great movie. And to all those people that don't like it, you must have no fun. Ever. Ever. P.S. The new episode will air on the 18th. It's called People's Auction. It will be on at 5 p.m. Later.
That's what I said. Okay.
I don't want to read the other one.
This was Jamie Spears.
Promoting.
Yeah, their parent.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny? It was Jamie Spears and Lynn Spears, and they said, what are we going to call our second daughter?
Jamie
Lynn. So stupid.
Imagine being a combo of your other siblings because your parents just do not care.
Your parents.
That's what I said. Imagine being a combo of your other siblings because your parents do not care about you.
A combo of your other siblings.
Did I say parents?
No.
Oh.
Jamie and Lynn are her parents. Are the parents. It's just Brittany and Jamie Lynn as the kids.
How unimaginative.
That's what I'm saying. So they were like, okay, we're going to name this one Brittany. Next one, Jamie Lynn. After our names.
Gay.
No wonder she turned out like that. She thought she was all that.
Oh, I'm named after my mommy and daddy?
She was on all that.
I get it.
We have some tweets from Emily. Emily said, I forgot how much of a bop this theme song was. True. I read them both. Let's see. I feel like this show would be funnier if there was a laugh track.
Yes. I think kids' TV shows, unless they're animated, have to have a laugh track.
It was weird because they didn't do another one without a laugh track, I don't think.
I think they learned their lesson.
It was weird. At the time, I thought it was so cool.
To what? Sit there in silence?
To have this, like, teen drama, but not really, like, it's still, like, a tween comedy.
Sure.
With a little bit of drama. But, like, I don't think they did it again.
I don't think I belong
except
here.
Except for with, stuff like House of Anubis. That was imported in.
From the Europes.
Why do those high schoolers have bigger dorm rooms than I had in college?
Let's discuss.
These schools
had money.
My college was nothing like PCA.
At my college, you were lucky to get food.
A sushi restaurant.
We had one.
I had to I had to hike 3 miles to go to the good dining hall. One that didn't have burnt food.
I kind of like the burnt food.
No.
There's something about having, like, not good food that makes me feel good.
No. Gender defenders, then he says, then he says, which is a competition to see which sex is better. Gender does not equal sex, sir. So true, Emily. I didn't catch that he said that.
Oh my god.
I bet Quinn is an anti-vaxxer. How dare you?
Quinn is not. She would never. She created the vaccine.
Quinn would be making TikToks. Yeah, she'd be creating the vaccine. She'd be creating TikToks. The TikToks where they say, here's why you're stupid.
Look at all the things
vaccines
can do.
Look at all the facts about vaccines. These nerd makeovers are traumatizing to watch. They should have done a lip sync for Your Life as a tiebreaker. Oh my god. How did they not see the camera people? This whole thing was so cringy, but so nostalgic. Right? Like...
It's like kind of... It's kind of sick to look back at.
It's cringier than most shows that I, like, go back and watch from this time. Something about this one. I think it's because there was no laugh track and they were, like... very seriously acting like this was the OC, and it wasn't, sweetie. It just wasn't.
It was just Jamie Lynn eating grapes.
Thank you, Emily, for your tweets. Appreciate you. What are our final thoughts on this? It's on Letterboxd. It counts as a movie. It's on Letterboxd.
Oh, so that's why you weren't correcting me when I kept saying movie in that very extended point.
Well, no, not really. But like. It's on Letterboxd, so what would you give this? I know you don't have Letterboxd, but if you were to give it a rating...
For the nostalgia value and the overall, like, remembrance of it, a 2.7. But if this was my first time watching this, 0.3. Like, it gets 2.4 for me just remembering it. Yeah. Like, this would be a fun drinking game. Like, take a shot every time Chase says, I'm not going to tell her. You're drunk in 2 minutes.
Someone said, someone's review is just awful. I was forced against my will to watch this during a Zoom call. Fuck you, Nasha and Meredith. I will never forgive you. Watching this took years off of my life. And I love that.
We're coming for you, Nasha and Meredith.
I love that for them. Yeah, I'd say 2.5. Like, just because, like, yes, it's nostalgic and, like,
that's it.
And that's about it. No, I don't know.
That's
like,
it.
There's things that, like, I love Quinn. I always love Quinn. And, like, it looks pretty. They're in California.
The set was great.
The tech mates looked cool. But yeah, overall, like...
Like, if this was your first time viewing it, what would you give it? This was your first time not even knowing...
If I had never seen it, I was watching it now at my 30-year-old age.
Yeah.
I'm not 30, but, yeah, it'd probably be like a 1. It's hard because, like, I have seen it, so I can't even think about it if I hadn't.
I'm thinking, like, Frenemies.
It's not that
Frenemies
bad.
Was better.
I don't think so.
Than this?
I don't think Frenemies was better than this.
If you had never looked at his movie...
It's hard to say that, because, like, this was such a big part of my childhood.
I said 0.3.
It's Zoey and her 101 Dalmatians.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I'll give it a 2.5, and that's, like, pushing it.
I felt bad saying 2.7.
And those 2.5 are really all for, like, Michael and Quinn.
It's for everyone else, not Zoey, not Chase.
Not Zoey.
Not Chase.
Like, I like Chase in other episodes, but this one, looking back, it's like, no, sweetie. Just communicate. Like, as an adult, you're just like, just tell her.
Everyone here was a great actor. You all did great. Not you, Zoey. Not you, Chase.
Anyways,
not you nerds.
With that, let's give a shout out to the one, the only.
Iris is our podcast artist. You can look at her with your eyes and her things at Twitter and Instagram at Creamsicle Panda. And you can also follow her and give her money through Twitter, through her tip jar, or at patreon.com/Creamsicle Panda, just like you can us. Cut to...
Yeah, if you want to support us, first of all, we're at Planet Weird Pod on the Instagram, the Twitter, and hey, even the Twitch. And then, yeah, like Juan said, patreon.com/Planet Weird Pod, or there's a link in the description. You know, we appreciate all our patrons. You know, if you're even donating $1, we appreciate you. But the more you donate, the more exclusive stuff you get. So, you know, that $5 gets you the weekly video of us looking at you talking.
Me sleepy yawning.
Yeah, the weekly video episodes. And then $10 will get you that bonus episode we do every month, which will be a fun time.
If we do it. If no one subscribes past the $5 mark. People have.
People have, never mind. This month, that will be the Planet Weird Awards coming March 27th. And those are up and available to vote for, by the way. We didn't even mention that.
And maybe I'll wear my tux.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll wear my orchestra tux. Maybe I'll wear a jacket in my closet that I always am afraid of. A top hat. Remember when?
Maybe I'll do the choreography.
We come out.
Yeah, and then $15 will get you all those things that we just said, plus a movie night stream or gaming stream with us every month. So not on Twitch, but on like Google Meet. So
it's just us hanging out.
Interaction.
It's really just hanging out.
Just some hang time, you know. But thank you to our patrons. We very much appreciate you. That's Aisa Yusuf, Grace Wearspan. Hope that's how you say it, Grace. You haven't said anything yet. Alexa Pratt, Emily Palmer, Whitney Harris, Jared Van Leeuwen, and Jose Contreras Jr. is a new patron as of today. Thank you, Jose. And we can't forget Ivy.
Ivy Gadget Phone.
There's got to be something better than that.
Ivy Gender Defender.
There we go. Okay. Great. Love that.
I hated it.
Next week, we're going to be talking about Major Pain, which is available on Peacock, which even if you don't have Peacock Premium, you should be able to just watch it for free with ads.
Or if you watched it a month ago and you remember it.
Just recall. But yeah, we're going to be watching that, so send us your thoughts on that. Go vote for the Planet Weird Awards if you haven't yet. Link in the description.
Yes!
And we'll catch you later. Don't put your phones next to fountains, y'all.
Or the toilet.
Or the toilet. Yeah, sure.
Or the toilet.
All right. Welcome to season 6, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
All the things that you can be. Believe it.